we are going to generate the SDT for converting binary number to the decimal number. So first of all, I'm going to create the grammar of binary number, and after that we'll create the SDT, and using that SDT we'll convert the binary number to the decimal number, right? So the SDT for binary number, the grammar for binary number is the number can be list of bits. The list of bits can be further list of bits. The list of bits can be only bit. The bit can be 0 and the bit can be 1. Right? So this is the grammar for generating binary number. Now I'm going to add the semantic actions with this grammar, and the semantic action should be in such a way so that if I give the binary number to the parse tree, after navigation your parse tree should convert the binary number into decimal number. So the logic that we are going to use for designing the semantic action is like this. We'll take the binary number left to right, the first binary digit left to right, multiplied by base of the नंबर सिस्टम. सो अगर आप बाइनरी नंबर सिस्टम की बात कर रहे हैं तो बेस कितना होता है? 2 होता है, एंड प्लस द नेक्स्ट बिट. This formula we are going to use for designing the semantic action. So let's check whether this formula is correct or not. So suppose I have taken a binary number 110. Left to right की बात कर रहे हैं. Now what is the first digit of the binary? 1. What is the base of the binary number? 2. And plus next digit. First number आपने as it is लिखना है, and then you scan the next digit. Your next digit is 1. Now if you will calculate this, then 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, this will become 3. Now again move ahead, and your number is now 3 multiplied by 2, that is base, plus next bit. Next bit क्या है? 0 है. And the result is 6. Now 6 is your resultant, which means the conversion of this binary number should be 6. और आपको ये पता भी होना चाहिए. बड़ा number, first digit is 1, so I'll take number as 1 multiplied by base, and I'll scan to the next digit. What is the next bit? 0. So it is 2. Now your number is 2, your base is 2, and your next digit is 1. So it will give you 5, and then move to the next bit. Now your number is 5, base is 2, and next bit is 1. What will it give? It will give you 11. So the conversion of this number is actually 11 in the decimal number. आप इसको cross verify भी कर सकते हैं. Fine. So I'll design the SDT by this logic. So first of all, what is the semantic action? For this, the bit is equal to 1. So the decimal value of this bit is equal to 1. Bit is equal to 0. So the decimal value of this bit is 0. Now list can be single bit. So the decimal value of list will be decimal value of bit. Now come to this. Your list can be again list of bits. ये मैंने समझाने के लिए लिखा है सिर्फ LB आपको. So the decimal value of list is the decimal value of list multiplied by 2 plus decimal value of bit. हर बार आप लिस्ट की डेसिमल वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करते हैं, फर्दर उसको बेस से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, और जो भी नेक्स्ट बिट होती है उसकी वैल्यू को आप यहाँ पर ऐड कर देते हैं. सो फाइनली व्हाट इज द डेसिमल वैल्यू? द नंबर डेसिमल वैल्यू, द होल नंबर डेसिमल वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल्स टू द डेसिमल वैल्यू ऑफ द लिस्ट. सो दिस इज द सेमांटिक एक्शन आई हैव अटैच्ड. नाउ लेट्स वेरीफाई द SDT. ये जो SDT हमने डिजाइन करी है इसको वेरीफाई करके देखते हैं. सो इफ आई डिजाइन दी SDT, लेट्स टेक द एग्जांपल. इसी एग्जांपल को वेरीफाई करके देखते हैं. Conversion इसका आया था 11 in decimal number. So let's verify this binary number. Okay. So how many bits you require? You require 4 bits. Fine. So first, I'm sorry. Your number is the list of bits. So your first production is your number is the list of bits. Then your list of bits can be list of bits. Then your list of bits can be list of bits. Remember, you require 4 B's because you have 4 bits. And then your list can be list of bits. And then your list can be bit. So replace every bit with the number 0, 1, 1. Now navigate the tree. So your list can be bit and the value of bit is 1, which means the list value is 1 and bit value is also 1. Now come to the right hand side. Your bit value is 0, which means your bit value is 0, decimal value is 0. Now what about this? If the list is list of bit, then I have to apply this formula. Now what is the formula? The decimal value of list multiplied by 2 plus bit value. So this will give you 2. Now I'll navigate further. The bit value is 1. The bit value is 1. Now you have reached to the list. The list tends to list of bits. What is the formula? The value of list is 2 multiplied by 2 plus bit. What is the value? 5. Now I'll move to the bit. The bit value is 1. You have reached to the list, which is a list of bits. What is the formula? Formula is list value multiplied by base value plus 1, which means it will give you 11. So the number value is 11. And finally, we can cross verify the number decimal value is 11. So in this way, you can verify the SDT for any binary number. If you wish to convert it into decimal number, you can design the SDT in such a way. It will give you, after navigation, it will give you the decimal number. You can cross verify any other number also. Now in the similar way, suppose it is given to you, design the SDT for a binary number which will count the number of ones in the bits. क्या करना है आपको? You have a binary number और आपका जो आउटपुट है SDT का आफ्टर नेविगेशन सीमांटिक ट्री आउटपुट क्या आना चाहिए? What is the counting of number of ones? So the output for this number should be 3. In the similar way, you are required to count the number of 0 also. So the output should be 1 in this particular binary number. Fine. So I'm giving you the SDT for counting the number of ones. You can design the SDT for number of zeros as well. उसी के according आप number of zeros count कर लीजिएगा. SDT you can design by yourself. इसको थोड़ा सा ही modify करना पड़ेगा. So if your bit is equal to 1, I'll make the counter is equal to 1. But if your bit is equal to 0, then I will make the counter is equal to 0. Now if your list is equal to a single bit, then total list count is equal to bit count. But if your list is further the list of bits, then your list count is equal to list count plus the bit count. मतलब जितना भी list का count आया होगा वो और plus bit count. And the final counting is equal to list count. Verify कर लीजिएगा. I'm not going to draw the tree for this particular SDT. You can verify by yourself. बहुत सारी SDTs आप पढ़ चुके हो और आप उनको नेविगेट करके देख चुके हो, तो इसका एग्जाम्पल आप खुद से नेविगेट कर लीजिएगा. फाइन. सो नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. Meanwhile, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, so the next topic that we are going to discuss is the classification of SDT. Classification of SDT. This we are going to discuss. So we can classify the SDT. There are two types of SDT. One is called as S attributed SDT. S attributed SDT, and another is called as L attributed SDT. Right? S attributed SDT and L attributed SDT. Now, the classification of this SDT is basically based on the classification of attributes. Classification of attributes. Now, how many types of attributes do we have? So we have two types of attributes: synthesized attributes and inherited attributes. बात करते हैं सबसे पहली चीज कि आपका जो एट्रीब्यूट है, ये जो मैं डिनोट कर रही हूँ एट्रीब्यूट, इसका मतलब क्या है. आपने अभी लिखा like b dot count is equal to 0. So the semantic action that I am attaching with the production is called as the attribute. So C is the attribute for B. आपका production था B tends to 0, right? तो मैंने काउंटिंग के लिए सीमांटिक एक्शन अटैच किया. सीमांटिक एक्शन के लिए मैंने एक एट्रीब्यूट बनाया काउंट, which is represented by C, and I'm assigning the value of count as 0. Similarly, आपने लिखा list of count is equal to bit of count. So C is the attribute of L and C is the attribute of B. आपने लिखा E tends to E plus T and I wish to perform the arithmetic operation. तो अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने semantic action attach करा था. E dot val is equal to E dot val plus T dot val. Now what does it mean? The val is the attribute of E and the val is the attribute of T, which means whatever value T will have, you are going to add that value into the value of E and finally it is going to assign in the E. So attribute का मतलब the property that you are attaching at the time of semantic action with the non-terminals, right? So attribute can be of two types: synthesized attribute and inherited attribute. Now let's talk about the synthesized attribute. पहले हम attribute cover करेंगे, उसके बाद मैं आपको SDT के types बताऊंगी. So what is synthesized attribute? It is basically the attribute which takes the value from the right hand side attributes, which means if you have been given a production A tends to BC and your A attribute, which is at the left hand side, is taking the value from the child that is in the right hand side. इसको हम कहते हैं parent, इसको हम कहते हैं child. Right hand side वाला part child है, left hand side वाला part parent है. So if your parent is taking value, the parent attribute is taking value from the child attribute, then parent attribute is called as synthesized attribute. Again, I'm repeating. If your parent attribute is taking the value from the child attribute, all of the child attribute or any of the child attribute, I mean this can be written as this also, this can be written as this also, कोई function आप apply कर सकते हैं. So कुछ भी किसी भी तरीके से if it is taking the value from the child attribute, then this parent attribute is called as synthesized attribute. So LHS में attribute दिया है, this will be called as synthesized attribute. Now come to the inherited attribute. When we talk about the inherited attribute, then it is about the right hand side non-terminals. So if your RHS is taking, is any of the RHS variable is taking value from the sibling or from the parent. फिर से मैं repeat कर रही हूँ. If the right hand side attribute is taking value from its sibling or its parents, then it is called as inherited attribute. Example देखते हैं. A tends to BC लिखा आपने. Now B is taking value from sibling. Sibling कौन हुआ इसका? C. और B is taking value from parent. या तो ये अपने sibling से value ले रहा है या फिर अपने ये पेरेंट से वैल्यू ले रहा है, then b dot attribute will be called as inherited attribute. Now let's talk about c. Suppose c अगर अपने सिबलिंग से वैल्यू ले रहा है या फिर c अगर अपने पेरेंट से वैल्यू ले रहा है, then c will be called as inherited attribute, right? So inherited attribute is the attribute which takes value either from the sibling or from the parent. Then attribute is called as inherited attribute. So we have covered synthesized attribute and inherited attribute. Now let's come back to the classification of SDT. So as per the types of attributes, we have two types of SDT: S attribute SDT and L attribute SDT. Now we'll discuss the difference between S attribute and L attribute. So दोनों चीजें cover हो जाएंगी. So let's draw the table and we'll discuss about the difference between S attribute and L attribute SDT. So this is S attributed SDT and this is L attributed SDT. Okay, now difference number one. When we talk about or when we create the S attributed SDT, then your semantic actions will have only synthesize attribute. Only synthesize attribute. Which means when you are designing the semantic action, then semantic action will have only synthesize attribute, which means the parent will take the value from the child. जैसे अगर आपके पास ये प्रोडक्शन है और आपने बनाया e dot val is equal to t dot val or e dot val plus t dot val. So basically your parent, which means left hand side, is taking value from the child, like right hand side. खुद को भी use कर रहा है and the child, it is using child also, right? So this type of SDT will be called as S attributed SDT. But remember that all the semantic actions should have only synthesized attributes. Now let's talk about the L attributed SDT with this respect. It uses both type of attribute. इसके पास synthesized attribute भी हो सकते हैं and it can use inherited attribute as well, but there is a condition for inherited attribute. आपको मैंने inherited attribute बताया when your right hand side variable attribute is taking value from its sibling or its parent, right? Any of the sibling and its parent. But L attribute SDT में inherited attribute के साथ एक condition है which is I'm writing in the bracket. It can take the value from the parent or only from left sibling. Only from left sibling. It cannot take the value from the right sibling. So let's take one example. If you have written this, then B can take value from A. You can write B dot val is equal to A dot val, but you cannot write B dot val is equal to C dot val. Why? Because C dot val is a right sibling. So this semantic action is wrong for L attributed SDT. फिर से repeat कर रही हूँ मैं. The L attributed SDT can use both type of attributes, synthesis and inherited, but in case of inherited attribute, the value can be taken from the parent or it can be taken from the left sibling only. Like in C, you can take the value from B dot val. There is no problem because B is the left sibling and you can take the value from the parent also. Now suppose करो आपका जो production है वो ये है. Then C can take value from B and A. B can take value from only A and D can take value from C, B or A, right? So the attribute will take only value from the left sibling or the parent. So I hope it is clear. Okay. So now let's talk about the another difference. So obvious, हाँ,
ये रूल है सिर्फ ये L attributed के लिए है ना, नॉर्मल इनहेरिटेड के लिए नहीं है ना ये.
अगर if the question is what is inherited attribute,
yes ma'am,
क्वेश्चन अगर आपसे ये पूछा जा रहा है what is inherited attribute, then you will give the definition. It can take the value from the sibling, either it can be left or it can be right. But if the question is what is L attributed SDT, then your inherited attribute in this SDT can take the value from left sibling. It cannot take the value from right sibling.
Okay ma'am.
Right? और कभी कभी ऐसा भी होगा, if you will study some books, local writer की books पढ़ोगे ना, तो उन्होंने inherited attribute की definition ही यही दी होगी कि वो केवल left sibling से value लेगा और parent से value लेगा, तो confuse मत होइएगा. But the standard definition is it can take the value from any of the sibling. Confusion तो नहीं हो रहा है? Clear है?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. So now which attribute, which SDT is more powerful? The SDT which is taking both attribute will be comparatively more powerful with the S attributed SDT. So it is less powerful. इसमें आपके पास chances जो हैं validation के कम होते हैं, but यहाँ पर आपके पास एक्सपोजर ज्यादा है, बिकॉज आपके पास सिंथेसाइज एट्रीब्यूट भी है और इनहेरिटेड एट्रीब्यूट भी है, तो इट इज मोर पावरफुल. यहां आप ज्यादा एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द डिफरेंस नंबर 3. सो व्हेनेवर यू आर राइटिंग द सीमांटिक एक्शंस, जब आप सीमांटिक एक्शंस लिख रहे हैं, कहां पर? प्रोडक्शन के बाद एसडीटी बनाते हैं, तो एसडीटी इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ग्रामर प्लस सीमांटिक एक्शन. तो जब आप सीमांटिक एक्शन लिख रहे हैं ग्रामर के साथ, then your semantic action can be placed at the right hand side of the production only. Can be placed at the right hand side only. Which means if I'm writing A tends to BC, then your semantic action can be written after the production, which means production लिखोगे और उसके right hand side पर semantic action लिखोगे, जैसे ये लिखा है. But in case of L attributed SDT, you can place the semantic action anywhere in the production. Now let's take one example. Semantic action can be placed anywhere. Anywhere. Now let's take one example. A tends to semantic action BC. If you remember, तो मैंने आपको इस तरीके का सीमांटिक एक्शन बताया था इनफिक्स टू प्रीफिक्स करने में. मैंने आपको बताया था जो राइट हैंड साइड है वो राइट साइड पर ट्री के ड्रॉ करोगे और जो सीमांटिक एक्शन है उसको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर ड्रॉ करोगे, क्योंकि सीमांटिक एक्शन वाज रिप्रेजेंटिंग द ऑपरेटर, राइट? Apart from that, there is one more example. You can write the semantic action in between. You can write the semantic action after that also, क्योंकि synthesize और inherited दोनों को ये cover कर रहा है, right? So your semantic actions can be placed anywhere in the RHS. ठीक है? Anywhere in RHS. So in that way also your L attributed SDT is more flexible.